What happens to your estate if you die without a will? The government decides who will inherit your assets. Very strict legal rules, referred to as the intestacy rules, will come into effect, and they set out how your estate will be distributed. For example, if you are married and you died leaving your spouse or civil partner, based on those strict rules, they would not automatically receive your assets. They would only be entitled to your personal belongings and £270,000. The balance of your estate is then divided equally between your spouse and civil partner and your children. This may not work for everyone. In some cases, this amount may not be enough for them to live on, and your home may have to be sold for them to make ends meet. Also, under these rules, your children will receive their share of your estate at 18 years old. Some people may be concerned that this is too young of an age for them to inherit potentially large sums of money. The only way to ensure that your spouse or civil partner is adequately provided for and that your children inherit their share of your estate at a more sensible age would be for you to make a will. If you are single and you died without a will, leaving no spouse or civil partner and no children, based on the intestacy rules, your estate will be divided in a particular order between your parents, your brothers and sisters, your nieces and nephews, your grandparents, uncles and aunts, or your cousins. If that happens, the issues to think about would be, what if I don't get on with my relatives? Or in some cases, you may not even know them. The other thing to be aware of is that these are the same people who will have authority to deal with your assets by obtaining valuations, paying any tax, and distributing your assets to the beneficiaries. If you want to choose who will be responsible to deal with your estate, the best thing to do is to make a will. The other thing to be aware of is that problems could arise for unmarried couples who are living together. There is no protection under the intestacy rules, and your partner has no automatic right to receive any assets, and however long you've lived for does not make a difference. Also, if you died leaving no surviving relatives, your estate would ultimately pass to the government. There are a number of other factors that would affect how your estate is dealt with under the intestacy rules. But in general, if you do not want the government to decide what happens to your estate when you die, making a will is the only way to ensure that your loved ones are provided for as you wish.